She thought she was drowning. Her brain screamed, there is no way out. But the truth, the solution was just 2 meters away, in the right direction. That's how catastrophizing works. Your brain doesn't just fear the problem, it builds a movie of everything that could go wrong. And often, you're left exhausted, without even moving. Have you ever said to yourself, if I mess this up, I'm doomed? Or if they don't reply, they probably hate me? That's called catastrophizing. When your mind doesn't just see the problem, it writes a whole tragedy about it. One small thing becomes, I'm gonna fail, lose everything, end up miserable and alone. It's a mental habit, a destructive one. But here is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Notice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say after hardship. He said with it, meaning every difficulty already comes with its own solution. We just don't see it because we're too busy drowning in what ifs. There is a classic story from psychology. A man's tire blows out in the middle of nowhere. No jack, no phone signal, but he sees a house in the distance. As he walks to ask for help, his mind starts racing. What if the farmer's asleep? What if he's angry? What if he sets his dog on me? What if he has a gun? By the time he knocks, he is convinced the farmer's going to harm him. The door opens and the man yells, I don't want your bad jack anyway, and storms off. Subhanallah. That's what catastrophizing does. You destroy your own way out because your fear spoke louder than your faith. In the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, the Muslims were denied entry to Mecca. The terms looked unfair, the companions were shaken. Even Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, questioned the Prophet, peace be upon him. But the Prophet trusted Allah's plan, and soon after Allah revealed, Indeed, we have granted you a clear victory. The defeat they feared was actually a hidden victory. Catastrophizing is our mind's attempt to protect us from rejection, disappointment, and risk. It says, if I expect the worst, it won't hurt me if it happens. But guess what? It still hurts. Worse, it keeps us frozen, alone, unmotivated, spiritually dry, and it becomes a door through which anxiety, depression, and even despair walk in. Listen to what the Prophet, peace be upon him, said. The strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer. But there is good in both. You may be struggling, you may catastrophize, but you're not defective. You're still beloved to Allah, and you can't change. So how do we fix this? Number one, recognize the pattern. Notice when your mind is writing disaster scripts, pause, ask, is this real or is this fear speaking? Number two, replace fear with tawakkul, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whoever puts their trust in Allah is enough for them. Let that be your emotional sword. Fear my whisper, but your trust in Allah must roar louder. Number three, reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, I will never get through this, say, I'm overwhelmed now, but my Lord is with me. Indeed, my Lord is near and responsive. Number four, focus on what you value, not what you fear. Go to school because you love learning, not because you're afraid of failing. Pray because you love Allah, not because you're scared of punishment. Live by hope, not by panic. Remember the cat? She didn't need to fly. She didn't need superpowers. Just to calm down and swim 2 meters. That's you. Sometimes the problem isn't as big as your brain makes it, and even when it's big, your Lord is always bigger. Your mind may exaggerate the storm, but your faith can anchor you through it. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.